Today I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently. First of all, I'm working on a guitar that I'm not going to show you, and I'm going to show you a guitar that I'm not working on. Well, at the moment. I've done some work to it. But first I wanted to give a little message of solidarity to all my bald brothers out there. Keith, Ted, Chris, and several others. Rock on, brother. We gotta stick together. Enjoy the video. All right. So I am currently setting up a new guitar to me. Did you see it? Did you see the Bullfighter? Let me get it down to show you. So here we are. Finished. New pickups. I can't remember what brand that they are. I'll put them in the description, but they are an Invader clone type of pickup. They're ceramics. They're pretty high output. Had a lot of problems putting these in. Not so much getting them to fit or anything. Everything went in smoothly. It was the wiring. I was having a real problem with the tiny wires on the humbuckers. I still am having a problem, to be honest with you. It's buzzing quite a bit when I'm not holding it onto the strings. So I've definitely got some kind of ground issue that I need to go back and readdress. And I have readdressed that several times. One thing that I ended up doing was I did switch out the pots and the switch. I did put in a Puretone jack. Tuners are still the same, but these pickups, they are way punchier than the stock ones that came with this. So I'm happy about that. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about the color. They look a little more pink than purple, but they are purple. Although I am also thinking, maybe I need to go gold with the humbucker rings, the bridge, knobs, tuners. Maybe we need to make this a royal guitar. But it sounds really good. I'm pretty pleased with it. When I did, I was going to say, when I got the new pots, I ran into a situation. They're full-size 500K pots for the tone and the volume. I didn't have enough room to fit them in. First of all, the hole in the guitar for the knobs was too small, and I had to bore that out. And I also had to Dremel sand down a little bit of one of the sides in the cavity so that the pot would rest there without touching the side of the guitar. So we did that. I filmed it. You may see it. I don't know yet. I've got hours of me working on this, and I just really don't feel like editing it all. So I might just go through and find the juicy parts and stick those in, and the rest will have to be up to your imagination. Sorry. It's my channel. I do what I want. Anyway, but yeah, still need to fix the issue with the grounding. Oh, and I did have to actually shim the neck on this guitar. I noticed when I put the neck back on after the first go around with the electronics and put strings on, I actually had a situation where the humbuckers weren't working at all, only the middle pickup. That's when I elected to do a new switch and pots. But I noticed my string alignment was really, the low E was really close to the edge. What I ended up doing was I put a shim right down in the kind of along this side, lower side, to kind of push the neck this way a little bit in this direction. So that seemed to get the alignment. Sorry, my workbench is on the way. I don't know if you could tell where the alignment is on those, but they're pretty even. They're pretty even now. So that was a fun experience. Oh, and I might show that part. I had a comment from one of the people when I shimmed the neck of my Leo James over there. He said after shimming the neck, bring the strings up to tension, then release the neck screws slightly. And like he said I would, I felt the neck settle, or, you know, kind of set in, and then tighten them back up. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of that or done that, practiced that, but I thought I'd give it a try. I actually did it on the Leo James and felt the same thing. I felt the neck just kind of a little bit. You almost hear it as well, and then tighten it back down. And I don't know if that helps or hurts, or it seemed like it would help, so I went ahead and did it. So yeah, you do you, right, Jack? Anyway, I'm trying to think of a name for this guitar. Maybe you guys can help me out. I was going to go for Purple People Eater. And let me know what you think. What would you name this guitar if it was yours? It's pretty purple. I did get a little purple top on the knob there and on the trem bar. Ordered those online. Pretty cheap, less than 10 bucks. I had to buy the set of humbuckers, and then I had to buy 3 single coil because they just didn't sell them singly, so I had to buy a set of 3. So this is actually supposed to be the bridge pickup from that other set of 3. Everything looks really good, and it sounds better than it did. I might play a little bit at the end. So that's it for that. One other thing that I am pondering is I seem to have reached a 250 subscriber mark a little while ago, which I think is great, and thank you everybody who is subscribed to the channel. Because of that, I've been contemplating maybe doing a giveaway. Maybe. What I would be giving away, don't get too excited, is this Donner. Oh, I can't remember the model name. I can't remember. It's in one of my videos. Go look it up. But this is a Donner Strat style, 2 single coils, humbucker with push-pull coil tap. Strat. This was actually, I won this particular guitar from Brian at Searching for Tom. I really haven't done much with it. I don't play it that often, but I'm thinking I might do some things to it. But I was curious, if I were to improve this and to do a giveaway with it, what would you like to see improved? I can't even remember if I've done a setup on this guitar. I don't recall. I don't think so, because the QC Pass sticker is still on there, so I don't think that I have. So I would obviously do something like that, clean it up and all that. But if I were to put this up for a giveaway, leave it in the comments. What would you want changed on this? Would you want different pickguard, different pickups, both? A Puretone output jack, new tuners. I'm not going to paint it or anything like that, so don't get too crazy. But leave it in the comments what you would like if I give this away, and I'll give that a think and then get to work on it and see if I can't make that happen. My plan was always to donate this at some point anyway. I tend to do that with guitars that I win. I don't know why. So yeah, let me know in the comments. I really appreciate hearing your feedback. I'm gonna run a little clip of what I did on Mr. Bullfighter, Purple Bullfighter, PPE, Purple People Eater. Yeah, PPE. I'll have a little video of what I did working on that run if you're interested to see. And yeah, and I'm going to finish up with this project down there. So it might be time to get back to work on some other people's guitars. Anyway, like I said, that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for subscribing if you've subscribed. If you haven't, feel free. If it's your first time here, welcome. Salutations. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and as always, wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a fantastic day. Cheers. Hey everybody, I'm Brant, and today I'm going to be swapping out some of the parts on my Bullfighter D150. I have got these for the humbuckers. These were some, I can't remember the name of the brand. I don't know that I could pronounce the brand even if I did remember it. And I believe they may be similar, if not the same ones that Casey over at String Pickers put on. Did he put those on Trouble? I can't remember what guitar he put these type of pickups, but these are supposed to be like some Invader clones. Now, do I know specifically what that means? No. But what I've read on the reviews of these is that these are some pretty hot pickups. And being that this set cost me $15, $16, something like that, pretty reasonable price. All right, so I have looked, I've gone ahead and reinstalled these pickup rings. I have looked, and on these wires, what I found out is the red and white together are for coil splitting. The green and silver together are ground, and the black is the hot. I could not get the posts to fit through the holes here in the guitar. So what I did was I used a method I'd seen recently where I got the width of the posts, and then I measured with a little caliper, and then I found that measurement here up this bore. I don't know what you call this actually. It's for boring holes. Or maybe it's not, I don't know, whatever. And taped it very scientifically, right, Ted? And reamed them out. Reamer, that's what it's called, a reamer, right? And widen those holes. The other thing I had to do was the pots, the volume pot is too big for the, it was hitting the side of the guitar. So let me see if I can get you where you could see that. So I did have to Dremel out a little section there, just with a sanding attachment to get that to fit. So I've checked, and now everything fits. All right, so that seems to be working. That is good news. I think I need a shim right there because the string alignment is slightly off. So I'm going to use up some sandpaper. I'm going to fold that over. I'm going to fold it over again. And let's see if I can put that in there on this side. sure that's down all the way. All right, let's try and get that screwed in while it's like that. How does my alignment look? It looks better. It looks better than what it was, so that's good. Phew. Man. This is a lot more work than I had originally intended. The way they phrased it was that after doing the neck shim and getting the neck back on, bring the strings up to tension, tune, and then loosen slightly. Oh yeah, I just felt it. So when I did that, the neck shifted a little bit. Settled, as it were. And then we tighten them back up. So let's take a look and see. String alignment looks pretty much bang on. Yeah, that looks better than it was before when I had it on there. Yay! So that worked out nicely. Let's try this for Chris. Right, BCG? Yeah, working man.